So we're in San Diego at OFC 2018. I'm here with Jay from Infinera. Jay, good to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you.
So, Infinera's big announcement for this event was the ICE5. Can you just tell us what ICE5 is and why it's important?
Sure. Well, ICE5 is the next infinite capacity engine. 2 years ago, we launched the first one, now known as ICE4. So now we're on to the next generation. It's really the fifth generation of our optical engine technology, and it's a step function forward in terms of the capacity we can deliver to customers. So we're twice the capacity of the ICE4 engine itself, going from 1.2 terabits in ICE4 to 2.4 terabits in ICE5. That's a bigger capacity than anybody else in the industry can provide in one device. And we're going to 3 times the capacity per wavelength, from a 200 gig wavelength to a 600 gig wavelength. So that'll really help customers scale for data center interconnect and also for some cable fiber deep kinds of architectures.
Okay. And why now? ICE5 happening early 2000, or being announced early 2018.
Yeah.
Anything special around that timing?
Well, we're just trying to innovate as fast as possible and bring out more capacity to our customers as fast as the technology allows.
Okay.
So that goes with our theme of innovation on fast forward. It's only 2 years since ICE4 was announced. It's only going to be 2 more years until we expect to be able to be announcing ICE6. We're on that 2-year cadence because the customers who have the highest capacity needs really need every step function we can deliver. They'll absorb that capacity as quickly as we can get it out there. So This is just when we've been able to push the envelope to get to this stage, and we're excited to get it out to market.
Okay. And so who are those target customers for this particular product?
Sure, well I mentioned...
products based on the ICE5.
Yeah, that's right. And we aren't announcing the specific products yet, but the target market segments include the internet content providers who have the highest scale data center interconnect requirements. And that goes from not only the metro distances, where traditionally we've had our Cloud Express product as an example, but also to the long haul, where we've had our XT series mesh sponder. So ICE5 can fit into that full range of data center interconnect. And then it also is a really good fit for the emerging cable distributed access architectures, and right behind that, the 5G access architectures,
right,
because they're scaling so much bandwidth with those new architectures, and optical capacity is being deployed deeper into the network.
Absolutely.
So both of those are really key target markets for us.
And we've been hearing about that from the major operators and web sale companies here this week. So what are the actual sort of benefits of or gains of ICE5 compared to ICE4 and other products out there on the market?
Mainly you start with the headline capacity numbers, twice the capacity per device, so we're getting more and more power out of a device that's still staying about the same size. That means lower cost per bit, lower power per bit. We can translate that into TCO savings for our customers. Same thing with the capacity per wavelength. Fewer lasers to buy in order to shoot the same amount of bandwidth down the fiber. That translates into lower cost of ownership as well. So those are key benefits, but with that, we still bring along all the benefits of our Infinera solutions. And so that includes things like Instant Network, which we launched at this show last year. And that's scalable capacity on demand. So you don't have to use the entire capacity of ICE5 right away. You can put it in and then software activate the capacity as you need it. And that's a unique solution in the industry. So putting ICE5 together with Instant Network and with the total Infinera service solution really, I think, makes a best solution for customers who are looking for good service agility, low total cost of ownership, and fast time to revenue as well.
Okay. So quite a lot of gains there, but it is, as you mentioned, in relative terms, in the optical industry terms, it's come quite quickly after ICE4.
Yeah.
So is this something that you expect customers will be upgrading to or replacing ICE4 with ICE5 capabilities in their networks?
That's a really good question. We have various different types of customers with different requirements, and so some of them will absolutely want to move to ICE5 as soon as it's available. As an example, the internet content providers that I mentioned tend to be ready to absorb new generations of technology on that kind of 2-year time scale. So we expect they'll adopt ICE5 pretty heavily. Some others do more of a kind of a 4 or 5 year network transformation cycle.
Right.
And they're rolling out ICE4 right now in order to transform networks with the capabilities we've got in that engine. And many of them will only use ICE5 selectively for point applications, and they might look more towards the time frame when we have ICE6 for their next major network upgrade. So we'll have some coexistence of ICE4 and ICE5 products in the market for some time.
Okay, so ICE6. So
ICE6.
I presume then that's a 2-year, a sort of 2-year cycle. And what can be expected then from ICE6? What is the next step?
Yeah, well, it is approximately 2-year cadence that we've talked about to the industry, and we believe we're on track to stay on that cadence, part of our innovation on fast forward message. With ICE6, we're going to be doing some obvious things like increasing capacity per wave and capacity per device, just as we did this time around. But we also have some really innovative things going on in terms of how we're doing it that we've just talked about a little bit starting this week. There's some packaging and design of the entire engine that is really important for getting to very high speeds. So ICE6 is projected to be in the 88 to 100 gigabaud range versus 66 gigabaud. That's the speed of the signals being produced by the device. To get there, we've got some challenges. Anybody in the industry would have some challenges with the devices getting smaller, the interconnects getting smaller, and ICE6 is going to have some really innovative stuff in it to allow us to get to that high speed, we hope faster than everybody else out there.
Okay, so I'm not going to second guess, but I wonder maybe this time next year we come back and chat again and we might be talking about ICE7. So.
It'll be coming sooner or later, absolutely.
Okay, Jay, thanks very much.
Yeah, you're welcome, thank you.